Welcome back to my channel. I finally have 1,000 subscribers. Thank you to everyone who subscribed. I literally cannot believe it. I've been waiting for this moment forever. Anyway, I have a lot to fill you up on. Please don't do that. As you can probably tell, don't mind the background. I moved, thank God. So I normally don't do like sit down videos because my channel's like vlog style, but I just wanted to like fill you in, update you on my life. I have a couple questions to answer from people who asked me questions on Instagram because I wanted to do a little Q&A, get to know me type of video. Oh boy, I don't know where to begin. Let's see. I no longer live in Irvine. I live in Cathedral City now, and Cathedral City is like 10 minutes from Palm Springs, so you expect a lot of that because I'm excited. I finally moved here. I've been waiting forever to be able to do it. I wanted to get out of my old apartment like so bad. It was awful. And I'm gonna go on a little rant. I lived at this apartment complex in Irvine, and they were supposed to be luxury, high-end apartments. Mine was not. We paid a lot of money for it, and where I had a lot of feelings about where I lived. And at first I was like, oh, living in a community park area is going to be great, until I remembered that I don't like living with kids. I don't particularly like kids. Most likely kids who scream, yell, scream, and yell. In my previous apartment, I never had a problem with my neighbors. I never had a problem with the people above me being too loud. I mean, occasionally I could hear a couple walking, like footsteps. I could hear like a chair scooting sometimes. But when I think back on how I was annoyed with that, it really makes me appreciate that little noise compared to what I was about to deal with when I moved to Irvine. I had the worst experience, and when I tell you worst experience, like I would go home, I would dread going home from work. Like normally people are like, oh my God, I can't wait to go home. Like, yeah, sure, I couldn't wait to go home, but at the same time, I didn't want to go home because I literally would go home and cry because I was so frustrated and annoyed with my neighbors upstairs. So I moved in, and I had 6 days where, you know, it was fine. 6 days. And on that sixth day, I had messaged my apartment complex and emailed them about a noise complaint because the people above me would stomp. And no, this is not just a normal apartment, like people walking above you type of walking. No, this was stomping, like shaking my walls, stomping. They have kids, and their kids would run across the apartment and jump off of furniture and shake my walls. And then there was a little girl above me. Stop moving the camera. There was a little girl that lived above me, and this little girl decided that she just had to scream all the time. And I don't know what her parents thought of like discipline, but they didn't do it. They never disciplined her. She would just continue screaming. There was also a guy that lived below me. Never really had problems with them until he started smoking outside. This is a non-smoking building. He is not supposed to be smoking outside on his patio. So I was on the second floor and he was on the first floor, so he would walk out to his little patio area and he would smoke. And I, since, you know, it was like 60-70 degrees outside, I would want to have my window open. Well, having my window open and then the guy smoking, his smoke came up into my room. That was really annoying. And then he got mad at me for telling on him because I don't want to get, you know, secondhand smoke. Sorry. So back to the neighbors above me. I had emailed the office 6 days after I moved in about this noise complaint. Every single time that it happened, I would email them. I sent them multiple recordings, multiple voicemails, multiple calls, and calls to the on-site security for someone to come and take care of the situation. And I even went to the, you know, awful neighbor of banging on the ceiling with a broomstick. Yeah, I did that. And I was told not to do it, but if the office would have told them to stop being so loud, I wouldn't have had to do it. Oh well. I had actually gone up to the neighbors above me. I knocked on their door and talked to the wife, mom, whatever, the stupid lady, and she said that her kids, kids are gonna be kids. They're gonna fight. Oh, and the little girl, she likes to dance. Okay, well, I don't want to hear her dancing above my bedroom or above anywhere. I don't want to hear it. She can dance quietly, or she can go outside with the rest of the normal kids who go outside to play, because I don't want to hear it ever. But no, I did. It got to the point where my roommate and I both went up together. They were like, oh yeah, you know, we'll take care of it, you know, whatever. They never did. I was actually getting in my car one day, and our parking spots were like, there's like the drive part, but then there's my parking spot, and then their parking spots over here. And I was sitting in my car, and I could see like through the rear view mirror, the guy and his wife and like their kids were like getting in the car, and the dad, the guy, whatever, he like pointed to my car, and I could hear him say that stupid American or stupid Americans, like talking about me and my roommate. I don't think he knew that I was there, but oh my God. I was so mad. I definitely could have got out of my car and said something, but he's lucky I didn't. 6 months later, after having sent multiple voice recordings of the noise that I was having to deal with every single day to my apartment complex, they told me that they couldn't tell me that they were trying to evict the people, but I did find out that the people above them were also complaining about the noise. So you'd think that maybe you would try to do something about it. But 6 months later, after every single day of me sending you stuff, you would think that you would, I don't know, take care of my problem. But no, they didn't. So I was fed up. I didn't want to live there anymore. I was really depressed anytime I went home. The noise was absurd, and I swear to God that sometimes they would even do it just to annoy me because they knew that it would. And I was just so quiet here, and like the fact that I don't have people above me or screaming kids, it just makes me so happy. So I moved here like 2 weeks ago, and I'm working for a friend of mine who has her own company, and I'm her assistant, and yeah, life's great. I really can't complain. I'm really, really happy. Yeah, really happy. Like, I wanted to move, and maybe it wasn't the perfect time. I definitely could have waited a little longer, but everything happens for a reason, and I definitely moved out of there when I was meant to, and I moved in here, and you know, things just lined up the way that they were meant to. That's why I moved. So let's get into some questions, shall we? First question: if you could have the dream scenario job, what would it be and why? Probably doing this. I love doing this. I don't do it like as often as I would like to, but I do enjoy doing this. Anything that can let me be creative. I want to be my own boss. I have quit so many jobs because of bad bosses that I would really rather just work for myself one day. And I know that's like everyone's dream or whatever, but that's what I really want to do. anything where I can be creative and work for myself, have my own company. I don't really know. But that, how did you get the courage to go all the way out to California? And there's another question that was like, was it easy or hard to move away from home? I'm gonna just answer those together because I meant to do a video on this and I never did because I'm lame. But I don't really know how I had the courage to do it. I just kind of always wanted to do it, so I did it. I'm kind of like that. If I have an idea stuck like in my head, I am going to make it happen no matter what. Like, there are people who were like, oh no, don't move, it's a bad idea, you don't know what you're doing, meh. Sorry. I have it stuck in my head and I'm gonna do it. I wanted to do it forever, since I was like little. And I knew that after high school, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to college and then I'm gonna move to California. I didn't know what I wanted to do when I moved out here. Sure, I kind of wanted to do interior design, but then I also like acting. So I didn't really know what I wanted to do, but I just knew that I wanted to do whatever I was gonna do and I wanted to do it out here. I don't know, because it was kind of like I waited 7 months after I graduated college and I just like up and moved to California. Best decision of my life because I love it. The people I've met out here are absolutely amazing, hence why I moved to Palm Springs, because the people I know out here they're great people. And the people I met in Irvine are really great friends. I'm sorry I left, but come see me. But leaving home, sad to say, it wasn't as hard as it would be for someone who has lived in one town their entire life. I moved around a lot as a kid, so like moving across the country didn't seem like that big of a deal. Leaving my family, it just sounds really bad, but I wasn't thinking about anyone else but like me. I wanted to think about my future and what I wanted to do, and that is what I wanted to do. I wanted to move out here, and people can come visit me. You know, we're on Facebook, we talk on the phone, we text, whatever. I came home for Christmas. Like, sure, like my family is in Michigan and everyone's there and I miss everyone, but I'm not gonna stay in Michigan my entire life just because my family's there. Like, I want to go out and experience life. I want to go out and do things. Michigan just wasn't my place. I wasn't happy there. That's just that. It just, I don't know. I didn't have a hard time with it, and I not one time ever like regretted moving out here, and I have not to this day and don't plan on it anytime soon. Someone asked, how come you don't make any DoorDash videos anymore? Because I don't like DoorDash. I know that's my most popular video and it's like at 60,000 views, but I only did the DoorDash video because at the time it was something I was doing as a part-time job, and you know, to make more money, extra money, sure, I could still do that, but I just had so many problems with the app and I couldn't make an entire video on all of the reasons why I hate doing it. But I'm not going to, or maybe I will. If you want me to, let me know and I will. I am not about to do DoorDash and stress myself out for that. Like, that's why, because the app is stressful and I don't want to do it. I really don't. How do you maintain a good butt? Well, first of all, I don't, because last time I checked, it's not that great, but you who asked, you like it. I don't know. I do at-home workouts. I don't know. Come over and we'll go to the pool and you can look at it, I guess. What are you doing for work now while I can read? I work, as I said earlier, for a friend of mine. She owns the company Spa Girl Cocktails. It's an all-natural, gluten-free, ready-to-serve vodka. And there's 2 flavors out right now. There's cucumber and pear. I personally have the cucumber one, but the pear one is like more flavorful, I guess. And they're really sold out here and in other states that I don't know all of them yet. But Michigan is sadly not one of them. which I wish it was, because like I keep promoting it to everyone and no one can buy it. But yeah, I'm her assistant and I'm gonna be helping with social media, and then that's just like part-time. And then I also work a couple hours a week for another friend of mine. I work with her and I'm her assistant, and I'm helping her with social media and getting everything organized for her business. So I'm really just, you know, a business helper, if you will. And will you stay in California forever? That's the plan. That is the plan. I would love to live here forever. I would love to live here forever. I don't plan on leaving anytime soon, because I'm happy here. I have no reason to leave. So we're gonna stay here forever. We're gonna stay here forever and ever. Yes, we are. Yes, we are, my little kitten. Okay, well, those are all the questions, and if you have any other questions, leave a comment below and I will get back to you when I can. So, you know, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for another vlog whenever I get it up, and subscribe if you aren't already, because only going up from here. Okay, well, I'll see you in the next vlog. Okay, bye.